Hey, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's make sure we start this show the right way. It's the recap. Lunch hour with me, Ryan McGuffey, here on the recap, an early edition today. Happy to be with you. And we have plenty to discuss. Like another Bears loss. Like this is just rinse and repeat, right? Every single Monday, it's the same situation. But most importantly, hey, Justin, what's up, man? Happy holidays to you all. Just 48 hours from Christmas. Here we go. 48 hours away from the big guy. Bears lose 34-17, really blown out. Was ugly early, 20-0, couple of fumbles, couple of turnovers. That thing was over early. Ninth straight loss, 4-11. They play Thursday against Seattle, last home game at Soldier Field. And then, as we all know, they'll end the season at Green Bay. To put a bow on this, they very much look like they're going to be a 4-13 football team. Swayze, man, dude, I put a parlay together for you on Friday, and I missed you, pal. I hope you played it. Although we did lose, we won the first two legs. I was on Tennessee plus 7.5. That did not happen. And oh well, we did win the bet of the day though, which was we were all over Notre Dame. Jess, I didn't think it was first of all, Jess, hello. I didn't think it was Groundhog's Day, but I thought it was Christmas. Thanks, Bears. Right? Pretty much exactly. Just talked to Olin. How about Pamela getting a little Olin conversation in? This thing is absolutely ridiculous. Offensive, defensive, coaching, everything needs to be fixed. Well, that seems like a good time to tell everybody here listening that following me here at 12:30, a special edition of Felco Football Recap Live with Cap, Olin Kreutz, and Tom Waddle. That's coming up live right here on the channel. That's why I'm getting out in front of this early. That's why I'm doing an early lunch hour today. Also there's multiple reasons, but it is the season, right? We got a lot going on. The guys will join us for a full breakdown of yesterday's. I keep saying debacle for every, the entire season. I don't think yesterday was much of a debacle as much as just was the Bears showed who they were. And I think the Lions are who they are too. And they're a really damn good football team. What else do we got coming in? Work emergency. Sorry, pal. I did do what you asked. I called you out on Friday by saying, hey, here's a parlay for you. Again, we went 2 for 3. Eric, hey, Guff, if the Bears lose out the rest of the year, do you think Ryan Poles will be the GM next year? I do. I know this sounds crazy. I'm kind of hoping he is. I know that sounds crazy. I feel like unless there's a coach out there that says, I can't work with this guy, then I'm a little more concerned. But I think he gets one more crack at this. I really do. I don't think, by the way, at this point, what's going on the field doesn't determine whether a GM stays or not, in my opinion. Okay. Justin, spent $400 to $500 on family and friends gifts. Merry Christmas, all in. Justin, good for you, man. I know, this is the time of year for giving for sure. And good for you, man, for acknowledging those who you love. Appreciate that. All in. We're all in for the recap lunch hour and all the things we have coming in 2025. Musashi, Tyreek Stevenson has been broken since the Washington game. Get that man some therapy. It's very clear. Like, he did not have a good day yesterday. Obviously, he dropped what would have been a pick 6 early in the game. A lot of defensive backs in that situation do. That's why they're defensive backs. He didn't play well overall, though. He just doesn't look good. And then, he just the way he celebrates after stuff. It's like, dude, come on, man. Look at the scoreboard. Have time and place. Get it. Pamela. Yeah, I know. Olin kids go to Illinois. This is true. They're on the football team. I'm down in Champaign. Noah's kids. Well, good for you, Pam. Hey, Pamela, good to see you on the show. We're going to see Olin here in a second. So maybe you can join us for that show at 12:32. Appreciate you. Arnie, greetings and a blessed holiday to all Bear Nation. Miners are as really as you make them. The world of sports has Johnson as the lead head coach candidate. Thoughts, Guff? Okay. A lot of smoke out there about Ben Johnson for sure. That he's super intrigued. Tom Pelissaro said that yesterday before the Bears game, that he's very intrigued. There are some reports of, he's keeping an eye on this job for sure. He wants to know organizational function. There's certainly plenty of dysfunction. How would we not like the idea of Ben Johnson? I mean, come on. Normally I don't want the flavor of the month, but this is a flavor of the month that I'm interested in. And it's all about 18, which, by the way, dude, look like this is kind of a messy stat line here. But Williams, obviously, Caleb looked good yesterday, 334 too. But look, like, I know like the big picture does not look good, but look at Caleb in 24, 62.2%, 3,271 yards, 19 touchdowns, 5 picks. If someone told you before the year that you'd be sitting here with 2 games to play, and those are Caleb Williams numbers, you'd probably say he's rookie of the year. If I told you how the optics are, 4-11, they've lost 9 straight, that might be different. He's now thrown over 300 straight passes without an interception. That is something, okay? That's something. Right into Clyde's question here. What's up, Clyde? He is the bright spot, and he's everything about what's worth going forward, which is why Ben Johnson should absolutely be at the very top. Now, you guys know I've been saying Mike Vrabel. I want the idea of the accountability of Mike Vrabel, I think, could help the entire team. This thing's about number 18. You need to put 18 in the best position to succeed. And that's where we are. So for me, if it's like Vrabel or Ben Johnson, done. Get John Gruden in the house hall, pick his brain. A lot of people have been saying this, Quinn. John Gruden's he just signed a big deal with Barstool. The reason for that is I'm not sure which NFL team is going to jump out on that branch to bring him back after the way he was fired. He was kind of canceled. The Bears aren't going to be the team that uncancels him. There might be a team one day that says, okay, enough's enough. Come back. It's not going to be the Bears. Coach Dre, the whole season. Yep. Amen. Coach Dre, you're dead on that. The whole season has been mishandled. Really going into last year, once the Bears knew they had their number 1 pick, to not fire Matt Eberflus and line up a head coach with your quarterback. I won't call it malpractice, but it's pretty close. Eli coming in with a curveball. Is Zach going to get traded? Talking about the Bulls, I do believe he will. I do believe at some point after the new year, Zach LaVine will be traded. Mike, what's up, man? Good to see you. Bear games just make me laugh anymore. I've never seen such a soft, unintelligent team. You know, it's funny. The defense has played horrific since the firing of Matt Eberflus. Which is why Matt is a good defensive coordinator. Matt was an absolutely good defensive coordinator. He's just not a good CEO, not a good head coach. And now we're seeing kind of we got guys, it doesn't look like guys are running. Like, you could see it on the field. Look at the film. The film tells you so much. There's plenty of guys out there putting bad stuff on tape. They're putting effort on tape. Effort should never be questioned, ever. Ira, if Ryan Poles doesn't get a contract extension, coaching prospects could be less. That's what I've said. Like, there could be new paper for Ryan Poles to line up with a new coach. I've also heard some stuff, including Ben Johnson's camp, that's saying they don't need new paper from Ryan Poles in order to take a job like that. So we're going to hear more and more here in the coming weeks as this thing comes to an end. And, the Bears might be announcing a new coach after the Super Bowl if Ben Johnson or Joe Brady are 2 of the guys that they're targeting. Favorite Christmas dish or tradition? Justin, loving it, because I got a Christmas question coming up for you guys, and I didn't even make a banner for it yet. But Justin, mine is just honestly. So we already have a Christmas in the books. Had the in-laws here this weekend. We hosted, so that's done and we have one Christmas done. It's the 23rd. We have a very quiet Christmas Eve tradition where we go to church and then come home, have some a little wine. We watch Christmas Vacation as a fam, just the 4 of us, and shut her down. And Christmas morning here at the house, and then we go over to my mom's, etc. Probably too much information, but I like the tradition of just kind of us like having that quiet calm before the storm. And I love Christmas morning and always did as a kid. I do it more as a dad. And by the way, some beef tenderloin over the weekend. That's what we served. Let me tell you something, folks. It's worth showing. It's worth showing. We nailed the beef tenderloin here. Did a medium and a medium rare. I was all about the medium rare. So for those of you who are medium rare fans, let me tell you something about nailing the beef tenderloin. Okay. That is absolutely, that's not a picture from Google. That is just absolutely the beef tenderloin, the flavor. Oh, baby. Medium rare city was awesome. So there you go. Jess, Johnson's play calling was great, but I'm not convinced he's head coach material, especially because Brown is an offensive guy with a terrible D. Hey, Jess, we're punting on Thomas Brown here. We're not The Bears have they've tuned him out. Come on. Remember when people were saying, what if he wins 3 games? Come on, man. If you keep Thomas Brown, that's bad. No offense. I think Thomas Brown's going to be a good football coach in this league. It's just not going to be here. It's not going to be here. By the way, that stumble trick play to Sam Laporta yesterday, just another reason why Ben Johnson's just ahead of the game. Ahead of the game. Pamela, as a play caller, yeah, but there's so much more to well, I played the game through college, Pamela. There's no denying good coaching. Coaching matters. It always will. Leadership matters. It always will, good and bad. And that's why I'm saying I want a CEO. I don't really give a damn which side of the football it's on. I want a CEO. Take over the North and never give it back. Quote from Ryan Poles. He's 2-15 against the North. I know. It's almost like when Rick Hahn said, parades. It's these receipts are showing themselves. I completely agree, Daryl. Gerald Everett got 2 years, $12 million. He never plays. Another bad pull signing. Yesterday, he had a false start or a hold. I can't remember. The dude's not good. And he got like 6.5 guaranteed. That's an absolute cut. There's no reason for him to come back. Emmanuel, I don't know. Let me show you something, dude. I don't know where you're like, why is Caleb a bust? I'd like more than Caleb is a bust because he's done something right now that no quarterback in the Bears, rookie quarterback, which is not saying much, has ever done. He's approaching numbers that no Bears quarterback has ever done. But now we're calling him a bust. I don't know about that personally. I don't think so, but Jess, the defense needs help. Well, we don't know yet, Jess. Yeah, the defensive coordinator matters. The roster matters, but come on. Eric, I don't know. I saw this report over the weekend that Lance Lynn would be. That's zero shot, Eric, of that happening. None. No chance. To me, it's Swayze. It says Poles would be better suited as someone else's team president because he's good with money, not with talent. Eva. Maybe he needs more in the department. I don't know where the Bears stack up in that department, but maybe they need more. A mic drop stat for you from Mike. The Bears have given up 87 3rd and 12 plus or more this season. That is unreal, Mike. That's like a 4-season stat of the day right there. That's a phenomenal stat. Awful. Which, by the way, that's damning on Matt Eberflus too. Randy says Vrabel with a good OC. It's not that difficult. Johnson will be a good head coach eventually. Don't want this to be his first opportunity. Okay, guys, we can't be scared of that either. We can't be scared that a guy's going to fail here. We're just also scared from PTSD for being a Bears fan. We are. That's what it is. The mind of the North Star. I lost my fantasy football playoff game because my opponent started 5 lines. Bears were so trash. Oh, the old fantasy football, right? No one cares except right? No one cares about I brought up fantasy last week, and someone's like, "No one cares about your." Yeah, I'm in the semifinals right now. No one cares. I did with Caleb as my quarterback. I drafted him, do or die, and he's maybe taking me all the way. Arnie, remove the fly in the ointment. Trace Armstrong, tight with ownership and agent for retreats or for retreads. I think you mean. We need to fumigate this pathetic organization. Yeah, amen. Can we not go with a Trace Armstrong? Has clientele from team president to GM to coach to coordinators. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Vrabel or Johnson, exactly. Clyde, I said earlier, I think Ryan Poles will still be here. I think he'll still be here. I do. Eli, did Eloy sign with the Rays? If he did, it can't be for a major league deal. And if he does, good riddance, because I think at best he's getting a minor league contract. Although I will look up to see. Oh, he is signing with the Tampa Bay Rays. Minor league deal. Told you, a minor league deal. 28 years old, a minor league deal. That's a flyer. Good for him. I knew he'd get a minor league deal. So, more breaking news. No, I don't. That'd be tampering, coach. Yeah, mind of the North Star, loving those tenderloins. Delicious. What was the internal temp? I think 130. 130. I think it was 130. I'm pretty positive about that. Look forward to spending Thanksgiving and Christmas with my girlfriend and her kids full time. Good for you, Clyde. Love it, pal. I know you're taking them to a Sox game this year, too. The Bears are an after-the-fact organization. Plain and simple, they pass on proven opportunities, fail, and then try to make the necessary move when it's too late. Harbaugh was it, man. Yep, totally agree. Definitely not keep Brown. Terrible. They should take Vrabel. I think we're all on the same page about where Vrabel. TSI Mike. Beers, cheers to the GOAT. Thanks for doing these lunch hours. TSI Mike has been doing a great job, guys. Toronto Sports Insider. He does so many cool things streaming games for Toronto sports fans. Well, we've been doing a little bit of collaboration back and forth. He's been including us, telling people up there to follow us. And I love giving it back to him. He's been taking people from Toronto and shifting them here to the lunch hour. So TSI Mike, dude, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We're huge fans of you here at the Recap. Nino Snows, will the McCaskies cycle be broken this offseason or hire a coach for a year before? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I hope. I just want this. Get baby steps, man. Get the coach right. Keep 18 going, and let's go. Lou, he's got those numbers with 60 sacks. Thank you. For the person who said that Caleb is a bust, he's not just got 60 sacks. At times, he's been seeing ghost. 32, 71, 19, and 5. He's thrown 300-plus passes without a pick. I'm with Lou on this, man. I'm absolutely with Lou. Man, the comments are pouring in. I do think Kevin's a good safety. He's been actually as consistent. He plays downhill. If you watch the All-22, he's in his location most of the time. We should probably draft another safety because I don't know about the future long-term health of Jaquan Brisker. Kevin's on one. He's got one more year after this. Future two-time All-Pro. I do think he's a good safety. He doesn't just go away like that. Truth is the Bears and Caleb would be better if the Bears traded. Oh, my God. So we're what? We're just doing this again? What, we're just doing this again? No shot. You're never going to get the value for Caleb in a trade. That's insane. You'll be sitting there watching him tear up the league 5, 6, 8 years from now. Head coach, offensive coordinator, both fire Williams is the problem. Okay. Well, we'll agree to disagree. What quarterback blew Dan? You want to keep Justin Fields, who can't even find the damn field in Pittsburgh? What do you what's the solution? And don't say well, if we were going to go back and redraft Jaden, you can't go back and what's your solution? You guys don't want Caleb Williams. Don't just say fire a guy. Tell me who you want. What's your solution? You don't have one. It's just fire him. He sucks. Fire him. He sucks. We don't do this. He sucks. Find the damn problem and tell me your answer. No, he just sucks. He's a bust. Yeah, I don't know. We're wasting time. Joke. And I don't care. You know how I feel. You guys are entitled to your opinion. But this whole Caleb sucks thing, he has not been perfect. He is playing under duress 90% of the time. He's got an offensive line that most people couldn't pick out on the street. Phil Simms, the real Phil Simms. Detroit just scored again. Hire Ben Johnson. Now changes management. Complete hot garbage. Amen. Well, yeah, but that can be. I'm getting frustrated. We're going to have to change the topic here. Let's get Ben Johnson. Home run picks as KO Sports Talk. Well, I hope so. Whoever's running this defense needs to change it. I'm so over the Tampa 2 shitty zone and team plays gives up. Yep. It's just the bend but don't break, right, Mike? Some of y'all Bears fans are too negative. Uh-oh. Where'd we go? I'm losing it's kicking me out over here. Did we forget how horrible the Lions were before they hired Dan Campbell? Shut the hell up and trust the process. Also, KO, they drafted from the inside out. So they built their offensive and defensive line through the draft. That's a big deal. So Justin's loving the rant. So is Chef Paul. D-Man, Ryan Poles underperformed in free agency in the draft, no doubt. Lovie Smith is the reason why Poles was able to make that trade. We also agree with that. Build the statue. Then what if Carolina didn't lose all the games? That's a lot of what ifs in there, D-Man. Too many for me. How much more of a grace period does Jed get to get more done? Jed's also under strict rules about how much he can spend, how much he needs to be under, etc. So I'm from the camp that I love Kyle Tucker. I loved him even more with Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger didn't have an actual spot there. So I just put the best players with the best players. That's where I'm at. Y'all who think Caleb is bad have no idea what you're watching. Go watch soccer. I didn't say that. That was Mike. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of you at the recap. Keep up the great work. TSI Mike, we love you, man. Do you think George will step down at the end of the No. Do you think a guy gives up a $6 billion own? No, I don't think he does. Lawrence, at this point in the season, should the Bears bench Caleb for the remainder of the year? No. No. I don't. Look at the game he had yesterday. I do not think guys have to play football, man. If you're playing scared, you're playing scared to get hurt. You're going to get hurt. Yes, Matthew. Yes, dude. You got to play these guys, man. Play. They need more. They need all the experience they can get. Easy solution is always the wrong solution. Not taking away 18 in his stats, but do you think single season records need some kind of asterisk since they added a game? I do think, Lou, that's a good question. Like if Saquon Barkley breaks, I think he needs 268 yards to break Eric Dickerson's all-time record. I think if he got 269 yards this week, then I think I get it. But he did it one more game. I think it should be noted. But college football is the same way right now. The kid from Boise State, I think, can break Barry Sanders' all-time record in the bowl game next week or in the playoff game. And I think they've played 3 more games. So I hear you. I don't think they're going to do that, but I hear you. This is awesome that you do Lunch Hour podcast, Guff. You're the best. Hope to meet you at Comiskey Park with my girlfriend and her kids, your family. Love it, Clyde. Appreciate it, man. I absolutely love it. The fans don't have the answer. George McCaskey doesn't either, it seems. Fields is great. I mean, there are people who do. The Bears need an offensive-minded head coach. I want Ben and not Mike. I like that mind of the North Stars on first-name basis with these guys. Fully embrace the modern NFL. Totally agree. Oh, Elena's got something for it. If anybody, hey, here we go. Elena, a creative way to dump some tickets here. Chicago Bears tickets for sale. She's got 4 to the home game on Thursday, this Thursday. Price is definitely negotiable. DM Elena. She's got Bears tickets. Who wants to go see the final Bears game this weekend? Or, I'm sorry, this Thursday night, the day after Christmas at Soldier Field. Elena's going to be your person. Would you rather have Jim Harbaugh or Ben? Right, definitely Jim Harbaugh. I mean, why wouldn't we? He's one of the greater coaches of all times. So, not of all time, but of recent memory. Couple things here, guys. Couple things. I don't have a start bench cut today. Remember, coming up at 12:30. Here, I'm going to make sure I get this. Chicago coming up at 12:30. We have Feldco football recap live with Cap, Olin, and Tom Waddle. It's good stuff. We're doing it because obviously we don't want to be at Christmas Eve at 8:00 like we normally do. So it'll be on demand if you don't get to see it. I am going to throw this question out there to you guys because here, what's the Chicago sports gift you want most this year? I threw that out in the tweets and stuff. The Chicago sports gift. We got a couple more minutes here that you want most. Elena, oh, come on, Lou. Elena's out there for the people, trying to give away tickets. He's saying you could pay me. Come on, Lou. Let Elena she's trying to make $1. There's going to be people out here who want to go to that game. I know it. There's always people. Okay. Mike, Kevin Warren going big game hunting as a coach. He wants a splash. I guarantee my top coach will be I don't count me on the short list of people right now. Maybe not the short list. I'm not saying I'm all in on Kevin Warren either. Where's that stadium? Which is more important to address, offensive-minded coach or both? Why can't you do both, Lawrence? It's done throughout the entire NFL. Why can't we do both? He says, speak it into existence to Mike. I love it. Rex Ryan, Roger, come on, man. Guarantee? If you can guarantee that, I'm pretty sure Rex Ryan wouldn't be doing ESPN anymore. I know, Chris, we've already discussed. Good for him. It's not, 28 years old and signing minor league deals. That's unbelievable. Poles should be fired, and Poles will be fired and should be, says Mike. Mike is out here negotiating his own plan. Elena, can you connect with Mike and see if you'll take $95 per ticket? I don't know where you're at, Elena, or how you, Mike, can get together. Look at me over here setting people up, trying to connect. We need to get to the lunch hour crowd together. We're trying to, if we make it, if there's an actual sale here on the lunch hour, that needs to be noted. I want to make sure we note that. So Elena, if you and Mike negotiate a price here, can we know that? I'd love to. Just let me know. You can DM me. That's fine by me. Lou wants to know if Santa can just bring us an organization. That's where I'm at, Lou. I want the exact same thing under my tree this year. I want the exact same thing. Competence. Like, it's literally all I'm asking for is just a little bit of competence, right? I don't even want the commission, Lou. I just want to note that the Recap Lunch Hour is out here making people, it's connected people, getting, Elena can't go to the game. She's willing to negotiate. Mike gets to take 4 people. And it's all because of the lunch hour. Jimmy K, it can be. Okay, it can be. Why not? There's other creative ways. I'd love to. Hey, now that's a whole nother, like, I'm asking if I've set people up to negotiate a transaction for Bears tickets. If the lunch hour gets 2 people together, then I would that's a whole nother ball game. That's something that we need to know. Justin, I will never get a team tattoo. I actually only have one. It's right here. It says Onward. Okay. It says Onward. My wife has Upward. So we're onward and upward. Some people might think that's as cheesy as a socks tattoo, but I disagree. It was anniversary tattoos. We both lost our dads. So that's kind of our slogan for the rest of, like, for us going forward. Onward and upward. It's the only one I have right now. We'll see. There's that if you get the itch, you keep on going. But I will never get a White Sox tattoo. I can promise you that. And quite frankly, no team tattoo. Do you agree with me about Jed? I think Jed, I know he's in the last year of his deal, but I don't think he's doing everything. Oh, got one on his heart. I don't think he's doing everything necessarily his way. That's probably better. My blood rings black and silver with gray clouds, really dark gray clouds. Justin, I think I've been around here longer than you have, pal. And my clouds are not gray. They're kind of black. Lou, big Chicago flag on your guns like somebody we know. Yeah. Is there anybody that on this channel that, I'll think about that one, Lou. I'll think about that one. Landon, what you want for Christmas is a McCaskey intervention hosted by Bears alumni such as Olin, Manley, Peanut, Lance, and Alex to tell Georgia, Virginia the hard truth. Yeah, I don't know if they can handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. I don't know if they can. A couple more things I want to do. We got to get in our here. Let me get in. For those of you who like to follow along, it's time for my bet of the day, which we did hit big on Friday night. As much as I liked the Indiana story, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish -6.5 was a lock money. And we moved to 5-8-1. Our parlay that I threw out there for bonus, it was, I did have Penn State, I did have Texas, and I did have Tennessee. Obviously, Ohio State put the pounding on them. Today, I'm going Tucker Kraft. He's gone over this number, 33.5, 6 of his last 10, 4 of his last 6, I believe. And I'm going over 33.5 yards. Okay. I'm going over 33.5 yards, and we're on a 3-1. I won't call it a heater, but we're 3-1 lately here on the Recap Lunch Hour. And I'm going to show you something here. Tucker Kraft, I was looking at him earlier. He's gone over that number in 3 straight games, actually. 3 straight games and 6 of his last 10. He didn't play in the Bears game on November 17th. Here he had 0 catches, 0 yards. But the last 3 games, he has gone over this number. It's going to be a cold night up there. I think Josh Jacobs is getting a healthy dose, but I'm going Tucker Kraft over 33.5 yards. A couple more. Clyde's getting White Sox hats. That's where he wants under his tree. Lawrence wants to bring back the Honey Bears. I see where you're going there, Lawrence. I don't hate that. Swayze, the Bears are being kind of difficult. Fire polls, marry the GM and coach identical contract terms. Jimbo, late. Hey, catch up on us, Jimbo. We're going on demand, dude. That's the best part about it. I'm late, Guff. Have a great day. Absolutely. Merry Christmas. Guys, we're coming down the stretch. I will not be doing this the next couple of days, taking the Christmas holidays off for sure. I don't think maybe tomorrow I squeeze one in. Yeah, that's what you want, Astro. I get it. Tired of moral victories. I want some wins. I totally agree. Dennis, would you think it's embarrassing if the Panthers have a better record? Yes, it would be something, wouldn't it? Mike wants Virginia to fire George. Let's make the Friday night parlay for the rest of the NCAA. Okay, Swayze, I'll do that. Okay, I'll do that. 2 for 3. And happy Christmas, as the Brits say. Absolutely. I also wanted to put a shout out there. It's Christmas time, and it's Mrs. Guff. I look. I'll sit here all day. No one wants to hear it, maybe, but I'm the luckiest man alive. I have the best partner in the world. She is the goods, man. Like in every single way, literally the goods. She just happens to be born on the exact same day as my brother, exact same year. So 2 of my favorite people, man. Happy birthday from the recap, from me, your husband, and your brother. Mrs. Guff, brother Guff, both sharing a birthday on this beautiful day. I like to keep 23rd on an island. I always do. I always have. I've always kept the 23rd as a separate day from Christmas because of those who, I know there's people who have Christmas birthdays, but for me, happy birthday to 2 of my favorite people, certainly my wife and absolutely to my brother. So Kurt's asking, please do one tomorrow. Hey, I'll see what the schedule's showing. But if anything, like it's flat out, it's Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. Lawrence, tell him happy birthday. Appreciate you guys. I had to get that out there publicly, to my beautiful wife and to my brother. Happy birthday, Swayze. Happy birthday, Guffs. Love it. Absolutely. Appreciate you guys. Remember, 12:30, taking a little half-hour breather here, but at 12:30, Feldco Football Recap Live. Cap, Olin Kreutz, and Tom Waddle. I can see it now. My phone's blowing up. The link is being sent. We're getting a lot of text here on the text chain. Feldco Football Recap Live. Cap, Olin Kreutz, Tom Waddle. Also, looking ahead to January 7th, guys, this will be our last Hooter show, our last Feldco Football Recap Live of this season in Melrose Park. So for those of you who are near Melrose Park, come out and make it happen. Astro, appreciate you. Definitely a good day here in the McGuffey household. So with that, we put a bow on the recap lunch hour with me, Ryan McGuffey. For all of you, Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Hanukkah starts on the 25th as well. So Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah from me, from Cap, from all of us at the Recap family. This has been another edition of the Recap Lunch Hour with me, Ryan McGuffey. Remember, 12:30, Feldco Football Recap Live, and we'll see you.